Hello, I am teaching control system. First, we'll see the basics of control system. First we'll see the definition of control system. The definition is like this: a control system is an interaction of components forming a system configuration that will provide a desired system response. Here in the control system, the desired system response is nothing but output. The response is nothing but output. So here, whenever there is a system, if the system has to give as per our desired or controlled output, that is called control system. Some systems are there, you give some input, you will get that output, but it may not be a controlled or your desired output, then it is not a control system. And one more definition of control system: the control system is that means by which any quantity of interest in a machine, mechanism or other equipment is maintained or altered in accordance with the desired manner. Control system is nothing but the control itself, the machine or any control itself, and not only controlling itself, it has to control the other machine, sometimes other machine also. The good example is a teacher. Teacher, he has to control itself. He should be a disciplined one, as well as he has to go to the class in time, he has to prepare well, he has to follow the timetable, he is controlling himself, he has to leave the class at the proper time, and controlling parallelly he has to control the class, control the students discipline, and student are understanding or not, and he has to maintain some specific speed. In 1 hour he has to cover some contents. So classroom is also one, teacher classroom is also one good control system. Many examples of control system. Fan is also control system, because input and output, you go on changing the speed at first mark, second mark, third mark, fourth mark. The speed has to goes on increasing. And even fridge or a refrigerator is also control system. Even while driving automobile, you are controlling the speed. Whenever there is a road break, you are decreasing the speed, and whenever there is a traffic signal, a red light, you are stopping your vehicle. Suppose if nobody is there in the road, you are increasing the speed. Even you take iron box, automatically it control the temperature. Okay, so like this, so many control systems are available. Even you take a power generation is one good control system. The control system evolved by electrical engineers when the power generation was started. Okay. So this is a basic definition. I'll move to the types of control system. Here the control system is nothing but, suppose this is a system, so definitely there is a reference input, not only an input. In a control system I will call a reference input. Here not an output, that is what a desired or controlled output, desired or controlled output. Okay, say for example this is a system. This is a system. Here some controller is there, some controlling element is there. So it may be microcontroller, or it was a microprocessor, it may be PLC, or if it's a human body, then it may be brain. Okay, so some control is there. The controller is taking input and as well as it is giving the output. Okay, so now here I'll discuss about the types of control system. I'll discuss about types of control system. Types of control system. Basically there are two types, so classifications are different. Basically there are two types of system. The one is called open loop control system, and one more is called closed loop control system. Okay, if you refer to different books, there is a different classification. The basically open loop control system and closed loop control system. In a closed loop control system, I'll divide into two. I'll call a process control system, process control, and one more is called servo control. One more is called servo controlled system. So the very basic, okay, we'll see the classification, okay, man-made and adaptive control system and manual control, automatic controls, okay. But the basic is open loop control system, closed loop control system. In a closed loop control system, process control and servo control. Okay, let us we'll see what is meant by open loop control system and what is meant by closed loop control system. Some examples, even we'll see what is meant by process control and what is meant by servo control system with some example. First, we'll see the open loop control system. Open loop control system. The good example for open loop control system is a washing machine. Okay, many are open loop control system. Washing machine. Even the teacher is taking a class, he is not bothering about how many students are attentive and how many are writing the notes and how many are not, how many are understanding. Just he is going for 1 hour and he is teaching and he is sharing the knowledge, but how much it is effective, if he is not measuring, then it is an open loop control system. In an open loop control system, the system is working fine, the system is working accurate, but we are not measuring the output. Okay, so indirectly, how to define? Open loop control systems are working on time basis. Open loop control systems are working on time basis. You set the time, even traffic control signal, traffic, good example first is called washing machine, and second one is what? Traffic signal, traffic signal. Many examples are there. Even you take a fan, just you on the fan, okay, it starts for rotating, but at what RPM it is rotating, we are not measuring. Okay, even in the why in the washing machine it is called a open loop control system? Because the washing machine is not measuring the number of dust particles in the cloth. If you set 1 hour, it will work for 1 hour. If you set half an hour, it will work for half an hour. So, but in America, there is a fuzzy based, some more advanced machines, not in only America, in India also, the costlier machine that is called fuzzy based washing machine, that is up to certain extent, as soon as you put a cloth, it will measure, it will tell to you, okay, this much of washing powder is required, this much of time is required, but it measures the why? It measures the number of dust particles up to certain extent. So that is called a closed loop control system. But normally whatever we are purchasing household, we are setting the time. Even it may be new cloth, okay, even the cloth is so dirty, but we are putting like 20 minutes, 40 minutes. So that is called, okay, you will get output, some cleanness will get, but not 100% cleanness. It is not called a desired or controlled output. Okay, accuracy may be 90% and 80%. But here the traffic signal also, you are setting the time for green light and red light and yellow light. Even one side there is no any traffic, but still what happened? But still we have to wait in the road. But in foreign and developed countries, they have put the springs inside the road. They are called sensors, and these sensors will measure what the traffic density. As per density, they will change the time automatically, not always constant. So this is called a open loop control system, and in the open loop control system, this is called open loop control system. Here there is a reference input. We'll put some reference input. Even fan, we'll put at the first mark, second mark, or even in the washing machine, we'll set the time. That is called reference input. And there is some controller. Already I have discussed the controller. Okay, microcontroller, PIC controller, PLC controller, and nowadays Arduino, Raspberry Pi. So many controllers are available. From the controller, so exactly the plant is nothing but, in a washing machine there is a space, inside space the drum is rotating, that is called plant, and after plant you will get some controlled output. This is called a open loop controlled system. Open loop controlled system. In this case, no feedback element. We are not measuring the output. Is the output is 100% right, 90% right, 80% right? We are not measuring. So, and the main advantage of open loop control system is the design complexity is very less, the cost is less. Okay, so some disadvantages: the accuracy is less reliable, and what happened here, one more advantage is the stability is very high. We'll discuss later. So this is the block diagram of open loop control system. Now I have given some examples and definition of open loop control system. Now I'll move to closed loop control system. The closed loop control system is a very interesting closed loop control system. In a closed loop control system, continuously we are measuring the output. And we are taking the feedback by using feedback element. Then we are comparing with the reference input. If there is any deviation, if there is any error, then definitely we are modifying the input to the plant, so that the error has to reduce. So it is a more accurate system. The good example of closed loop control system, here I'll write a definition. In a closed loop control system, the output is measuring continuously and getting from feedback element, comparing with reference input, if there is any error to reduce the error from controller. Okay, so good example of closed loop control system is driving of automobile. Many examples: automatic iron box, press box. So here even you can convert suppose fan is there, you put a sensor in a fan. If nobody is there, it has to sense and the fan should off. If somebody will come inside the room, the fan has to sense, then the fan should automatically start. That is also closed loop control system. Even while teacher teaching the class, he has to take around, he has to check all the students are writing or not, attentive or not, understanding or not. He has to ask some questions to the student, maintain the discipline and maintain the time, in time and out time. So, and control the content also. Then it is what it is called closed loop control system. So we'll see the basic block diagram of control system, closed loop control system. Okay, now so I'll start the block diagram of closed loop control system. Here, suppose it's a robot. I want to design a robot. Okay, so some reference input is required. You are telling to the robot to move 1 mm, 2 mm, and then here the controller, you are selecting the controller, then controller, after controller there is a plant. The plant is the end effector, manipulator. So you will get the what? Desired output or controlled output. From the desired output, you are taking a feedback. This is called feedback. Then here the plus and minus you can show inside or outside. This is called feedback element. So feedback elements are called sensors. Okay, controller are maybe PLC, okay, microcontroller, many more. So in this case, I'll get an error, if any positive error, or it may be negative error. This is called a basic block diagram of closed loop control system. This is called a basic block diagram of closed loop control system. Okay, here this is called what? Error detector or subbing point, and this is called take-off point, take-off point. So these are the terminology involved in the control system, and output is called the response, the input is called excitation, the input is called excitation. Okay, sensors, many variety of sensors are available. It may be position sensors, it may be velocity sensor, acceleration sensor, okay, color sensors, level sensors, inclination, angle measuring sensors. You can varieties of sensors are available. Even in controller also, SCADA, PLC, microcontroller, PIC controller, many more controllers are also available. Okay, so now this is called a basic closed loop control system block diagram. Okay, now I'll take one example, one typical example. We are understanding the closed loop control system. The basic example is the driving of automobile, because anybody can understand this example, driving of automobile. So while driving a two-wheeler, it may be four-wheeler, while driving, you are setting in your brain some speed, depend upon your time availability, depend upon your vehicle capacity, and depend upon the road conditions, depend upon the rain and all, this is called brain. In a brain, you are setting some reference input. Okay, I want to ride a bike with some reference, suppose 80 kilometer per hour in highway. Now, so here the signal, that signal goes to where? Leg and hand muscles, leg and hand muscles. And this, the leg and hand muscles, the output is called what? Force. Is it right? Leg and hand muscle. You are applying the force to where the mechanical linkages. So many mechanical linkages. Mechanical linkages. Okay, it may be accelerator, it may be clutch, mechanical linkages. Then from mechanical linkages, so in the engine, it controls the flow control of fuel. It controls the flow of fuel. Then the output is reference speed. Okay, reference output is here speed. This is called control output. From the output, you are seeing the speedometer. You are seeing the speedometer and eyes. From eyes also you can see the speedometer. Then you are comparing with your reference speed. Okay, and here there is an error. So I'll explain once again. This is called figure driving of automobile, and especially this is called closed loop control system. Closed loop control. So in your mind you are setting 80 km per hour so that you are increasing the accelerator. You are applying the hand and leg muscle. Suppose if it's a two-wheeler, you are accelerating the accelerator, and by using the leg you are changing the gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, you are increasing the number. Then it goes to the mechanical linkage. From the mechanical linkage, in the carburetor, the fuel rate will be rate of fuel. Flow, instead of flow I can call rate of fuel. So rate of fuel increases, so definitely more combustion, I'll get a more speed. That speed I can see from my eyes on the speedometer. Suppose it is showing 60, then the error is 80 minus 60 is 20. When the error is 20, once again your brain is sending a signal to your hand and leg to increase. You apply more torque or a force or a torque. Okay, and so once again you are increasing. Then through mechanical linkages, rate of fuel is increases. Then once again more speed. Suppose if it is 85, then in the speedometer and eyes I'll see, from eyes I'll see the speedometer, then 85, then reference input is 8, then my error is minus 5, then the brain sends to the signal to leg and hand muscles. You decrease the speed, you decrease the force and torque, and automatically fuel rate is decreasing. Okay, you will get a speed. Speed may not be exactly 80, it may be 78 or it may be 75 to 85. Your reference is 80, fine, but the very close to your reference input, very close to, but some time is required. There is called transient phase as well as steady state phase. I'll explain later. So this is called a good example, very typical example of driving of automobile for a closed loop control system. I hope you understood the closed loop control system. Here this is called I can divide